Alright guys, so I'm building a portable goat shed, sheep shed here. Um, the base measures 7 foot wide by 14 foot long. What I've got is these 6x6 posts. I bolted them together so I can hook a chain to the end of the shed drag it with a tractor or truck around the field. I got these studs here on 2-foot centers. I got them just put up right now, and I gotta square them up, put some braces in, and I got a little prototype rafter set up there to see what it will look like. I gotta build 10 of them rafter trusses, and they will sit on top of here, and they'll screw to these studs. Anyway, this is what I'm working on. I got this pile of lumber. My neighbor he has a sawmill. He cut up some old utility poles. It's treated lumber. I've had this lumber and posts laying around for a year, so I'm trying to do something productive with all this. It's not the best lumber, but it's treated, so hopefully it'll last forever. And out here, my wife's uncle, he had some used barn tin. It's 16 foot used barn tin. Has some holes in it, but the metal's pretty good, so I figured I would use that for the roof and the sides. So anyway, I gotta put some braces up, square everything up there, and build all my rafter trusses, and then drag this thing out. It's gonna be too wide to fit out my 11-foot door. The edge of from overhang to overhang, it'll measure 14 feet. But the base is 7 foot wide. I figured I'd have some overhang there for the sheep and goats to get under out of the rain. So we got 24 head of them right now, so they all gotta have somewhere to go, and winter time's coming. Weather's about to cool off. This is mid-October, so I'll get these squared up and be back in a minute. So I set my chop saw on the correct angle, and I cut this whole pile of rafters. And I got my rafter set out here for a template. I'm gonna lay each one on top and copy them, make them all the same. Make them all look like that, then they get set out on top of this shed. I had to move it outside because it was too wide, going to be too wide to fit out of my building. So I got it all squared up, braced up, get all these trusses done and set them all on top, and see how that goes. The feed truck was just here and brought us 2 tons of sheep feed over there, so hopefully we'll be ready for some winter, supplementing with grain, and gotta go get a load of hay tonight and see how it goes. It is cold and raining this morning. I got all these rafter trusses on yesterday and got the plates on, and I got to do some bracing for the hay racks inside, and then cut some ends off here, and then it'll be time for some roof metal. And the sheep over there do not like the rain. They're ready for a sheep shelter. Finally, I'm ready to put the metal on the sides. I got these bracelets in for the hay feeding rack, and I got these hurricane straps put on all the studs so it's supported better at the bottom. Alright, got to put some side metal on. Okay, we got the metal on. Got the metal put on the goat shed. It's kind of rainy today. The goats probably like to have this. Anyway, still got to cut a board off. We put these panels in for a hay rack, so we'll see how it works. I'm gonna throw some hay in there and see if it works right before I do this side over here. Hopefully they'll be able to eat hay out of there. And anyway, I built this shed and now it got so big I was gonna drag it out with my four-wheeler, but I'm gonna hook my four-wheeler to this thing and I'm betting it won't be able to pull it. I have to get the skid steer, so we'll see what happens. Well, here come the goats. They're gonna check out their new goat shed. We'll see if they approve or disapprove. Maybe they'll approve if we put some hay in that hay rack. Well, we got them some hay in their hay rack. They seem to be hungry. They're in there trying to eat. I don't know when the sheep will go in there. The goats are more curious. Huh. Are the goats meaner, Derek? Yeah, now they just want to check things out. We'll see how they like it.